What is up, guys, and welcome back to another episode of the video game hunting experience. Today we have a lot to do in this video, so sit back and relax, and we're just gonna get straight into it. So now the first thing we're gonna do today is go to my local game store, and we're gonna trade in a couple games that I haven't sold on eBay. This is really another great way to just source items, because if you have a bunch of items just sitting in your inventory and they're not moving, they're not selling, you might as well just take them into your local game store, trade them in, and get other items that you can potentially sell faster in eBay or in Amazon. So that's what we're going to do today. I have a bunch that I have not sold, so I'm just going to take a bunch of them, go trade them in, and see what we can get, and we'll come back here and I'll show you what we got. So real quickly, this is the lot of games we are going to be trading in. It's just a bunch of PS3, Wii, PS2, Xbox 360, and a couple PS1 games, and the last 3 games on the bottom of that pile are sealed. And yeah, these are just a bunch of games, like I said, they just don't sell well or take a while to sell. So I might as well just send them in for trades and see what we can get. Sometimes I come away with good things. The last 2 times that I went, I literally found things and put them into the collection. So this time I'm putting my mindset to not look for stuff in the collection, but stuff to resell, because I have too much in the collection right now. Unless the only thing I have in mind is 1 or 2 things that I absolutely want in my collection, but they rarely have that stuff. So that's not there. Everything else is either for eBay or Amazon. Okay, guys, so we just traded in all the games. Actually, they only took in a little more than half the games. The rest they didn't take in. So I got around $80 worth of store credit, which is pretty good, pretty decent for those games. They weren't worth that much money. But the great thing about this game store is that they sometimes, or actually most of the times now, they have Wii, PS2, Xbox 360, and I think PS3 games. Buy 2 get 1 free. So that comes in handy for me to just get games that sometimes are undervalued just a bit, and then I can end up getting one of them for free. So I can just get a bunch of games, which I just did right now. And I also did spend a couple more just because the total was over that $80 store credit that I have. But it's okay, because it's $80 worth of store credit, so it's still good. But I want to show you what I got. So the total ended up being around $100 for everything after the store credit. So it's basically gonna be like $180. But I also did save around $40 for the free games that I got. So in total, the savings are about $120. I'll be able to make at least $140, $130 in profit. So not a bad little scoop up. So here's the games. First game we have is Alien vs Predator for the 360. We have Guitar Hero Legends of Rock for the Wii. We have Sonic and the Black Knight for the Wii. And we have NCAA March Madness for the Xbox 360. Those were the free games that I got. Oh, actually no, one more, I think. Yes, one more. We have Super Mario Galaxy for the Wii. So yeah, those were the free games. They were the lowest ones in the bundle, so those were free, which is super awesome to get, that these were the ones that were free. They often go from somewhere from $10 to $15, so that's always good right there. So these are the games that were not free but were included. Lords of the Ring Conquest for the 360. This one was not included because this one is super expensive and super hard to find now, and this one sells really high on Amazon. I think it's around $60 after fees. It's Farming Simulator 15 for the Xbox 360. That sells for $60 right now on Amazon FBA. That is insane. So they were selling it for $32.99, so I had to pick that up regardless of whether I'm gonna get that part of, like, I couldn't get that buy 2 get 1 free, because I think the limit is $18.99 and under. That's the offer for that. So that was $32.99, but I was just gonna pay $32.99 for that. That's way too cheap for that. So the next game in that is Star Wars Knight of the Old Republic for the original Xbox. That's another copy right there for that one. Then we got the Black Edition for Need for Speed Most Wanted for the original Xbox. 2 copies of Super Paper Mario for the Wii. And finally, we got Super Smash Bros. Brawl for the Wii. Nice pickups right there for the game store. I honestly thought they were going to take every game, because most of them had some value at like 5, 6, I think was the least ones that were there. But sometimes they don't take everything because they probably have a lot of it in their storage, so they just do not take it. Perfectly fine with me. I can always sell them at the flea market. Weather is getting a lot nicer now, so it's gonna be more possible for me to head to the flea market and sell these games. But for now, I have to go pick up another thing I found on Facebook Marketplace. Again, it's such a convenient place to find things like this. This one is going towards the collection because it's super hard to find this. It is an original PS3 I think it's the backwards compatible one. If I remember correctly and I saw it and I looked at it, it should be the backwards compatible one. Either way, it's $50. It comes with the original box, which is in super nice condition. You guys will see it once I get it. I think it comes with his controller as well, and she's gonna add something else, but $60 for it is not bad, so we're gonna pick that up right now. Okay, so there it is. We got the PlayStation 3. As you can see, the box is in absolutely good condition for this thing being what, 13-14 years old now. The box is just absolutely in good condition, and the system I checked so far, it's like really good condition. And then it's just a bunch of stuff. Unfortunately, it doesn't have like the original inserts, the cardboard, all that stuff, but the box absolutely makes up for everything, because the box is just, I absolutely love the way they took care of it. If you can look at the back, look at that, barely anything. Obviously the only thing I didn't like is put tape, but I think he just put it in now, so if I get a chance right now I can take that off. Obviously it won't affect the box, but besides that, it's just amazing. I love it. This is definitely going into the collection. All right guys, so we're about to go pick up another lot. Again, it's a $500 lot from my video game guy. He always comes through, and this time he says a lot better. But before we go pick that up, I want to mention this because I just got in some games from GameStop. So I know you're wondering, what do you mean? Are you gonna resell games for GameStop? Is that even possible? I thought they sell for high prices. Well, yes and no. Yes, GameStop does sell their games for higher prices, sometimes higher than the market. But this is where you can take advantage of what GameStop does. Sometimes they'll have sales that go on for about 2 to 3 days, just like they had one past, I think 2 days ago, where it was like a tax sale day, and they had literally so much on sale. A lot of Switch games were on sale, pre-owned games. I think the sale was buy 5, you get 50% off your order, which is super amazing on some of these games. So this is where I go in and find the games that I can sell personally and make a profit off them. So for example, this Mario and Rabbids Kingdom Battle for the Nintendo Switch usually goes for around $20-$25. That's what they'll sell it for. But because you get it for half off when you buy 5, I literally got this for what, around $10-$12, something like that. And they actually had it on sale already, so I think it was actually $18 what they were selling for. So half of that was around $9 or $10. So they still sell regularly on Amazon for about 20 after fees, 22 after fees. And that's what I did with a lot of these games. It was literally all this stuff. Hold on. What I basically did was just brought 2 copies of every single game. We have SpongeBob, we have Assassin's Creed, Mortal Kombat, Marvel Super Heroes 2. And what I do is, again, just look at games that I personally can sell on, or whether I sell on eBay or on Amazon. Most of this stuff is going to Amazon because that's what I look for. I'm trying to sell more at Amazon this year, so I'm aiming to sell what I can sell first at Amazon before I bring it onto eBay. But regardless, this is such a perfect way to source, and I had no idea that I would be sourcing most of my games, or some of my games, from GameStop. It's just crazy to think, but it's such a convenient way, because you're not going to always find things on Facebook, garage sales, flea markets. You might have to come up with a creative way to get on their games, right? Trading, that's a good way to get games. Finding sales on GameStop, that's a great way to get games. Also going to Target, Walmart, other thrift shops, maybe they have stuff underpriced. That's where you can scoop in and get games. So you have to find creative ways to get this stuff, or else you're just going to be sitting waiting for inventory to try to come to you instead of going out there and finding it yourself. So yeah, I just wanted to share that with you. So next time you see a sale on GameStop, take advantage of it. See what you can sell yourself, what you can buy, what you can flip, basically. And for now, we're going to go and pick up this huge lot, and we'll be right back in just a second for you, but it's going to be like almost an hour for me. All right, guys, it is the next day. We already got the lot, and I'm going to tell you something. Just by looking at it, organizing, kind of putting apart what's going to be on Amazon, what's going to be on eBay, it is an amazing lot. Not a lot of consoles. There's actually only 2 handheld consoles, a PSP and a Game Boy, but the games are absolutely amazing. And he also threw in Pokemon cards, because I mentioned to him before that I was looking for Yu-Gi-Oh and Pokemon cards. So this time he threw in some Pokemon cards, and honestly, we got some good ones. Okay, and I will show you what it is, but first let's get into the games and what we got. Okay, as you can see, we have a big stack of PS3 games, as well as 1 PS4 game, a stack of Wii games, 1 Wii U game on top, a stack of PS2 games, 1 Xbox 360 game on top. We also got a couple of GameCube games, like I said, we got the PSP, we got the Game Boy there. We also have a PS2 Logitech PS2 wireless controller. But we finally got some retro games, and yes, we have Street Fighter 2 Turbo for the SNES and Zelda Ocarina of Time for the N64. Such a classic game, to be honest, and it's not like one of the few times I come across it. It's so rare to find it for me, so I don't know if I'll keep this one just because it's not in the best condition. But we also got some Dreamcast games. We got NBA 2K, Tomb Raider. We have a bunch of loose disc games, but they're really good ones, so they will sell on eBay pretty decently. We have another oldie right here, Sega Saturn Virtual Cop, I think that's what it's called. NBA Street. We got another GameCube game, and Simpsons Road Rage, another classic game on the Xbox. I think that one's worth a bit more on the Xbox, if I'm correct. I know it's a good game. I know the best one to get is oh no, it is Road Rage. Actually, no, my fault. The best one to get is Hit and Run. That is the best one to get. But we also got two PS1 games. We got Treasures of the Deep on PS1, and we also got Final Fantasy 7 for the PS1. But we also got a small stack of games that we're going to send to Amazon FBA. A couple of PS3 games, some PS2 on the bottom, some Wii and Xbox 360. But yeah, this bundle really didn't contain much that I can send to Amazon that would be worth it. Most of them would have just been like $1, or some of them actually losing money on. So I decided, you know what, just sell the rest of them on eBay. The fees aren't that much compared to what they are on Amazon. But these right here will do very well. I sold a couple of these before, so I should be able to come away with some good money here on Amazon. And then all to my left are games that I absolutely cannot sell on either eBay or Amazon, so they would just be put to the side. I don't know if I'll take them in for trade-ins or just wait until the flea market season opens here in Jersey. And yeah, that's basically it. But I want to also jump on here. This is a couple of games that were left over from the bundle that I got, and this is something I want to talk about, and something that I don't see a lot of resellers do. So a great way to get rid of games like this, for example, let's say Call of Duty games that are just past due, or sports games, or any game that has a collection but it's really not worth much, what you want to do is accumulate them over time and then put them up as a bundle on Mercari or Facebook Marketplace or anywhere where video games sell pretty well. I don't know if you could do it on eBay, but I do it on Mercari. That's where I do mines, and that's where I've been selling these games that typically won't sell a lot by themselves. So when I lot them up, I'll put them, let's say 15, 17, maybe the most $20 for the whole lot. And I've been getting sales like that a lot lately. I sold, I think, like 4 or 5 bundles in the past 3 or 2 weeks or so. It takes some time because they're not really sought after games, but once in a while somebody will come and just wants to buy all that for super cheap, and getting like what, 6-7 games all for $15. That is such a great price, and it just takes a hassle trying to go out and find it yourself or pay $3 or $4 for a certain game. You can literally just get a whole bundle of 17. So it's convenient for them. It's also convenient for you to try to get rid of these games as quickly as possible. And like I said, these games are so inexpensive to sell singly or one by one, so it's better to lot them up and put them up on Mercari. Also, I don't want to forget this. This was like the biggest part of the whole deal. It was a complete set of Rock Band. It's for the PS2, and honestly, it comes complete. The only thing missing is the game, but I know the game is super cheap to get, so I'm gonna see if I can get the game to complete it. I can sell this on Mercari as well. I think it goes for around $200. I might sell it just for a bit less because I kind of want to get it out of here as quickly as possible. It's going to take way too much space, and I need this out of here as soon as possible. But the reason why I'm be able to sell this for a little cheaper than $200 is because of the Pokemon cards we got. Yes, we got some Pokemon cards. Obviously, you can't see what's in this tin right here from where I'm pointing at, but we got a couple of stuff right here. This lot right here didn't contain the best set of cards. Some of them were for the E series, or some of them were for the evolution sets. So yeah, not a lot of like high ticket items, but definitely cards that I might just lot up and sell on eBay, which is another convenient way to sell again stuff that really won't sell by themselves a lot. Like, no one wants this card right here, but if I lot it all up in a lot and let's say I ask $10 for like 150 cards, someone might buy it. So that's some way to get rid of stuff like that and get your money's worth for something, or else it's just going to sit in your inventory and it won't sell. But in here is what I want to show you what we got, and it's 3 items, 3 Pokemon cards that honestly I did not expect getting. So like I was saying before, I organized all of this, so I already looked through the cards. I really want to make sure that nothing was in there valuable, so that the surface doesn't get scratched or anything, because the cards weren't protected. They were just on top of each other and stuff. So I needed to check to make sure nothing was there, and thankfully I did, because I came across 3 that I saved. And we'll look at the conditions as we look in there, but one of them is really in really nice condition. The first card I want to show you is this Alakazam EX card. This is, I think, for obviously for the EX series, but such an amazing card. I think this goes for around 10 to 15 not graded, and around $50 graded. It can actually go for more, but the problem is on the back there's a lot of white spots on this card, so it probably won't get a 10. It'll probably get an 8 at the best. So that is the third best card that we got. The second best is from the Evolution set. We got a Hollow Mewtwo. Same thing with the Alakazam in the back. It has some couple of white spots. So it won't get an 8. I mean, it won't get a 10, but it'll probably get an 8 if I get this to get graded. And if I get an 8 on this, PSA, last time I checked, sells around for $150 to $200. This will probably sell alone for $40 to $50. So either or, I'm still making money. I'm still profiting on this item, but I'm probably going to keep this in the collection. And finally, literally the best card out of this whole set. It is nearly in mint condition. I say this because there's 2 little spots in the back, but we found ourselves a Dragonite EX full art. Look at this card just sitting in a Pokemon tin, not sleeved, which is, oh my god, I literally almost had a heart attack seeing this not sleeved. But we got it, and it was still in pretty good condition. I checked it like multiple times to make sure it has no scratches, because again, it wasn't protected, but thankfully it didn't have any scratches. It has barely any white spots except for 2 little ones. But if PSA or Beckett, wherever I choose to send this card to, overlooks that, this could get a 10. This could get a 10. But if I do send a Beckett, I feel like they'll be a little bit nicer and give me a 9.5, which is basically a PSA 10. So regardless, this card is going to get a really good grade, and it sells for around $500 to almost $1,000 at that grade, a PSA 10 or a Beckett 10. But such an amazing card, and something that will probably increase over time. Dragonite is such an iconic card compared to the Charizard, of course. It's nowhere near, but it's still an iconic card. People love Dragonite, and this is something I'm going to add to the collection. Definitely will not sell. It's something to hold for who knows how long, maybe all the way to the end. But Dragonite, this is probably the best thing I've seen out of this whole lot right here. And I'm just swinging and moving it around, but I'm holding it very nicely, guys. Trust me, I am not making the condition any worse. So that is everything in the lot that we got. And I didn't do the math yet of the total estimate that I could potentially make on this lot, but typically it's around $800 to $900, so $300 to $400 profit is not bad at all. So if I had to say, it is definitely a win right here. Obviously, when I get the cards graded, it could potentially even increase the price by a lot. But for now, we're sitting at $800 to $900. $300 to $400 in profit, not bad. I would take that any day of the week. But yeah, guys, that's gonna do it for today's video. I hope you enjoy. Again, if you're new here, please subscribe to the channel. Also, leave a like if you did enjoy this video, and leave a comment down below. What is your best Pokemon card that you have in your collection right now? The fact that we're talking about Pokemon cards is such a big deal. So let me know what is yours. Obviously, you guys already saw mine. Mine is the Charizard, of course. But I really want to know what yours is. Anyway, guys, thank you all for watching, and I will catch you all in the next one.